You tired of going to bars and clubs and leaving empty-handed only to come home to your right hand? Guys. Do you freeze up when it's time to approach that attractive girl at the bar? You don't know what to say and just kind of standing around the whole night, not saying anything to anyone? Okay, if this is you, I'm gonna help you change that in this video. Say goodbye to missed opportunities and hello to success with these cold approach openers. I'm gonna tell you in this video exactly what to say and why it works so well, okay? So stay tuned. So the thing to keep in mind about bars and clubs that everything is sped up essentially, right? As opposed to, day game or online game, right? It's just boom, boom. You have to move a little quicker. So what you say is important, right? The approach openers, but it's more about how you're carrying yourself. Let's get the obvious things out of the way, right? You want to make sure that you're dressed for success, wear clothes you feel confident in, you're groomed, shave your neck, have some stubble or clean shave, make sure your hair is on point, fresh fade, all that good stuff, right? But when you go to a club, you don't want to just be like standing around like a Terminator trying to eye your target like this. Make sure you go in. You want to be the life of the party because girls will observe how you're carrying yourself. Are you that guy that's leaned up against the bar, like looking around, scoffing, like shaking his head? You don't want to be the wallflower, okay? Go up and speak to guys and girls, right? Be social. Girls are attracted to guys that are social, that go up and speak to everybody. Be that fun guy at the club that's, dapping up the bouncer, that's going around, speaking to everybody. Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? How you doing? Now that you've got that conquered, let's go into what you should say, right? Let's go into how you can improve your results with girls by going up to them saying the right things. So the number one thing you can do at a club is use your eyes. Lock eye contact with everybody that you see. Everybody. When you make eye contact with a girl, she'll give you that prolonged eye contact, right? And I'm gonna go into what exactly to say to her in just a second here, but it's important I get this out of the way. So, by locking eyes with a girl, you now know which girl is interested in you. If she holds that prolonged eye contact, you're gonna have a better chance with her, right? Because you already know she's interested in you, right? Girls don't just look at any guy. They wanna look at a guy and show that, yeah, I'm interested in you, so approach me. They'll give those guys the signs all the time, but guys will miss those signs. So download my free guide, 26 signs a girl wants you to approach her. So a lot of guys, they don't make eye contact with anybody, right? Or they're kind of shifty looking around, right? They're nervous. Be as present as possible. Observe the situation. And it's possible that, hey, you know what? A girl could be head over heels for you, but she might not even know that you're there. So how you want to go up and approach her is by making your presence known. Don't approach a girl from behind. Approach her from the side. When you approach her, you want to talk a little louder, right? A little more intimate. If you're a taller guy like myself, you want to lean in so she can hear you. So it's, what? You want to talk a little louder, right? So, number one is the cocky direct opener. Now, this works really well if you've been making eye contact with a girl. If you see that a girl's making eye contact with you for more than 2 seconds, boom, it's on, like I said, right? So go over and say, hi, I'm Roy, nice to meet you. That's what I like to call the cocky direct opener. It's showing a little cockiness if that's your style, and I know it's mine, but if you want to be a little less direct about it, you could just use the direct approach, which is, hi, I'm Gunther, I just wanted to meet you real quick. You could even add on to that, I wanted to meet you real quick. You looked real X. You looked real European. Is that true? Are you European? Is that where you're from? A funny direct opener would be like, excuse me, hi, I was just wondering why we haven't met yet. And just wait, see what she says, because girls can be clever. Oh, I don't know yet. Why haven't we? They can come up with some clever things. So it's, you're just sitting there in the passenger seat. What's she gonna say now? The prop opener. Okay, this one is great. You could just go up and simply comment on a girl's drink. That looks interesting. Look at you. Got some fancy taste. What is that anyways? You could comment on it, but you could also take that a step further. You could do a push-pull, right? Line number 5 would be a push-pull. So a push-pull would be like, I thought you were really pretty. I actually really like your dress, but I don't know, the drink is a little questionable for me. By you having that flirty banter, it's showing that, you're not just going to agree with everything that she's saying. A little arguing or stating your opinion is important, right? You don't want to just agree with everything she's saying. And then oh, well, I actually really like this more. She's going to have some more input to say on that. So it comes off as confident too, because, how many guys do you think are going to go up and openly disagree with what a girl's saying or what she likes? But keep it flirty when you do this. All right, so the group opener, okay? You see 2 girls, they're just, talking at a bar. You can go over and say, what are you guys doing over here? Are you plotting an assassination or something? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. What are you guys doing? Come on, let me in. It's funny, it's comedic. It's a comedic group opener, right? And then after that, you can say, so how do you guys know each other. That goes with anything, right? Anytime you approach a group of girls, a default question that you can ask them is, so how do you know each other? This is going to build more rapport among the group because it's going to cause them to feel more positive emotions when they're with you. And the last thing you want to do is have a girl cock blocking her friend, right? Because the thing about girls is a girl could be head over heels in love with you at the club, right? You could check every box there is, but if she's got a jealous friend that's telling her, hey, let's go, let's get out of here, by default, she has to agree because women are wired that way. They need that cosigner. They need that girl to say, hey, go sleep with that guy, or hey, you know what? I don't really like him, right? And she could be saying that because of jealousy, right? So it's beneficial to win the group over. I got to give credit to old school RSD for this one. Actions speak louder than words, right? So go up to a girl and just stick out your hand. Give her that look. If she grabs it, if she complies, you can bring her in. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Devin. It could be that simple. Now, you could fall flat on your face by doing this. It's all about how you're gonna do it, right? If you're gonna do it, be extremely confident and don't stick out your hand like hesitating. Do it or don't do it. Is that approach for you or not? Commit or don't commit. This one would be the observational comedic line, right? You go up to a girl who's just killing it on the dance floor, right? Shaking her head. You go up to her and say, just be honest with me, okay, Marianne? You paid the DJ to play that song, didn't you? You love it so much. Line number 7 or 8 or whatever we're at here. The next line is the suspense opener. Go up and say, you know what's crazy? And then just keep it like that, right? I don't know what it is, but the last time I was here, there was a girl doing like headstands here. She was breakdancing and then she backflipped and landed on her head. It was pretty bad, right? It's comedic opener, suspenseful as well too, right? You could fill that in with anything. But my point is, you want to get the girl to go, oh, what? Okay, so guys, you're gonna want to stay tuned to the end of the video, okay? Because there's more. You can open a girl, but you have to know what to do after that. So I'm gonna go into that now, all right? So guys, the thing to keep in mind here is that girls are, especially when they're drunk, their emotions are flying all over the place, right? She may be completely into you 1 minute and then next thing you know, she's gone, right? Move on, OTTN, on to the next. 3.5 billion girls out there, that's one. So when you open her, make sure you follow up to that, right? It's not enough just to open, sit back and just, wow, she's gonna take over. So at a nightclub, you wanna be moving things forward more so than in the daytime, right? You open a girl and you want to go and isolate, right? Get her away from that group of friends. Say, oh, you know what? I can't really hear what you're saying. Let's go outside, right? I can't, what? Okay, let's go outside. I can't hear what you're saying. So then you take her to a place or area that's more secluded, less noise, so you can ask questions, get to know her more, right? Who are you here with? Okay, you're here with them and them. Okay, do you live here? So if you want to take her home after, it's going to be easier to know these things, right? So isolate her after that, right? If you go to dance with a girl on the dance floor, you don't want to be dancing in complete silence, but that's also not the area to be holding a conversation, right? So when you do have a conversation with her on the dance floor, that's why it's beneficial to be like, okay, isolate her, let's go outside so I can hear you. So make sure to do that. And guys, don't get too butthurt if you get rejected. Just move on, right? The more you approach, it's a numbers game. So approach more girls, get more numbers. That's really all it boils down to. Guys, that is how you master the club, okay? But what if you want to go approach a girl at the mall? The same rules do not apply, okay? It's completely different. So here are approach openers you can use in the daytime that are flawless and will allow you to start a conversation with any girl and get it to flow more right out of the gate.